Hello, my name is Kelly George, and it's my pleasure to attend NextRise on behalf of the Clorox Company. The title of my presentation today is Open Innovation at the Clorox Company. I'd like to begin first by sharing a bit about who we are at the Clorox Company. The Clorox Company is a leading multinational manufacturer and marketer of consumer and professional products with about 8,800 employees worldwide and fiscal year 2020 sales of $6.7 billion US. We have operations in over 26 countries and territories. As you can see, we have a diverse US-centric portfolio where the majority of our portfolio comprises first of health and wellness products. And these are in cleaning, professional products, and also vitamin, minerals, and supplements. Next, over a quarter of our portfolio is in household products. This includes bags and wraps, cat litter, and grilling products. Approximately 17% of our portfolio includes lifestyle category products, such as food products, water filtration, and natural personal care products. And 15% of our portfolio is our international businesses. Clorox markets some of the most trusted and recognized consumer brands, including our namesake bleach and cleaning products, Pine Sol cleaners, Liquid Plumber clog removers, Poet home care products, Fresh Step cat litter, Glad bags and wraps, Kingsford charcoal, Hidden Valley dressings and sauces, Brita water filtration products, Burt's Bees natural personal care products, and Renew Life, Rainbow Light, Natural Vitality Calm, and NeoCell vitamins, minerals, and supplements. More than 80% of our company's sales are generated for brands that hold either the number 1 or number 2 market share positions in their categories. Notably, the majority of our portfolio has superior consumer value, and we continue to accelerate growth at the Clorox Company with our purpose-driven brands. We hold the number 1 market share position in grilling, bleach, water filtration, wipes, premium trash, salad dressing, and lip balm, and hold the number 2 market share in collagen products and cat litter. Our big share brands in mid-size categories are more rational and less crowded with multinationals. We grow our categories with deep consumer insights and world-class capabilities, and thus this enables us to drive profitable growth for Clorox and our customers. As you can see here, we've delivered strong financial results over the past few years in sales, earnings per share, and economic profit metrics. And excitingly, we've delivered strong results to our shareholders as well. Our value for society includes a strong performance, but also exceptional results for our people, where we have very high percentages in employee engagement, in our products, where we continue to lead in sustainability efforts, for our planet, where we're reducing waste, water use, and energy, and through our purpose. We continue to give back through product donations, employee volunteering, and grants. We're most proud that these results are delivered in the right way, as recognized through a variety of external accolades by Barron's, Forbes, Bloomberg, the Harris Poll, and Newsweek, just to name a few. Our integrated Ignite strategy is accelerating innovation in key areas of our business. particularly where Clorox has an advantage to drive growth and deliver value for both shareholders and society. Our purpose: we champion people to be well and thrive each day. We are exceptional innovators who earn people's enduring loyalty. Our objectives are to maximize economic profit with a commitment to good growth, profitable, sustainable, and responsible. Our strategy: we've made 4 integrated strategic choices to sustain good growth over the long term. This includes fueling growth in our brands, innovating brand and shopping experiences, reimagining the way we work, and evolving our portfolio. Our ambition is to drive bigger, stickier innovation platforms through taking on bigger ideas, casting wider nets, and thinking long-term for our future innovations. In R&D, our mission is to be the innovation engine for Clorox. We are the creators, disrupting our work today and looking to new categories and channels. We're obsessed and hyper-focused around the consumer, technologies, and what's happening in the external world. We act as problem solvers and we think big. And ultimately, we look at ourselves as change agents in the organization. We consistently have a bold mindset in the way we act and in our roles to support the business today and drive innovation for tomorrow. Open Innovation is an organization within R&D, and our mission is to enable better decisions through data and external perspectives. And we do this through 4 key strategies: through connecting and building external networks, finding and maintaining new partnerships, leveraging data analytics to drive insights and decisions, and bringing an external culture into our organization. As you can see here, the term open innovation was first coined by UC Berkeley professor Henry Chesbrough in 2004. He looked at open innovation as looking at the use of inflows and outflows of knowledge to accelerate innovation in one's own market and expand the use of internal knowledge and external markets, respectively. At Clorox Open Innovation, we focus primarily on inbound activities into this funnel, and we view our work as enabling the direction of various external technologies and capabilities towards solving internal problems to deliver business impacts. We are keen to explore and learn more about external opportunities in several key focus areas. First, such as those in food and nutritional products. These include vitamin, mineral, and supplement areas. These would be new technology developments or startups in the natural food hydrocolloid space, technology improvements in taste enhancement and natural sugar substitutes, and innovative nutritional supplements in the beauty nutracosmetic space, nutritional devices, diagnostics, or personalized nutrition approaches, and of course, new ingredients for nutritional supplements. Next, quite importantly for cleaning, we're always on the lookout for cleaning, disinfection, and sanitization innovations. And these include those both in traditional chemistry as well as non-chemical solutions, including the device space. This would be for surfaces and air. We're looking towards ingredients or full formulation innovations, including especially greener, eco-friendly alternatives. And we're open to different forms such as concentrated liquids and solids. We're also looking for complementary innovations to chemical or non-chemical solutions too. We're always on the lookout for sustainable materials such as plastic alternatives or fiber materials for packaging sustainability. In water purification, we're eager to see what technologies are new in filtration of water for purification, personal hydration, including skin sensors or apps for water consumption tracking. In the beauty and personal care category, we're eager to see what's new in natural and sustainable ingredients that have efficacy for skin, hair, makeup, and beauty, as well as digital beauty devices, diagnostic tools, single-use diagnostics such as stickers or patches for beauty and personal care, natural sunscreens, and of course, natural alternatives to synthetic skincare ingredients. Of course, we're eager to also look for sustainable packaging opportunities that would fit in the beauty care space. For cooking and grilling areas, we would like to see what's new in charcoal or charcoal alternative innovations. And finally, we are also eager to understand what technologies are available externally in the pet care and pet health innovation space. Ultimately, our ambition is to accelerate our core business by connecting innovation opportunities that align with megatrends in health and wellness for multicultural millennials through personalization and customization, and of course, those done responsibly and sustainably. Our Ignite strategy takes the challenges of today and tomorrow, rising consumer expectations, an evolving retail landscape, shifts in costs and competition, and rapidly advancing technology, and makes them a competitive advantage. Ignite also puts environmental, social, and governance (ESG) priorities at the forefront of our decision-making to ensure Clorox remains a leader in corporate responsibility. Integrated Ignite ESG goals as part of our Ignite strategy, we've unveiled an ambitious set of environmental and social governance goals integrated with our strategic business choices. In terms of Ignite, we're looking to fuel growth, and we'll do this by widening the funnel on how we deliver cost savings, leverage technology, and sustainability to generate fuel for growth. We're going to innovate experiences by turning data into insights. We'll build purpose-driven, personalized brands and deliver bigger, stickier innovation platforms while enhancing consumer shopping experiences. This will all enable us to better serve people around the world. We're excited to continue to evolve our portfolio. We'll broaden our playing field in and around our core businesses through an emphasis on consumer megatrends, including sustainability, and continuing to lean in to enhance wellness and natural personal care. Ultimately, this involves reimagining the way we work. We'll galvanize our people with a bolder, more inclusive workplace in which we simplify our operations, tap technology, and move quickly to drive growth. We acknowledge that we're living in a time of accelerated change and believe that the lasting shifts in consumer behavior will create new growth opportunities for us. For example, we know that the role of the home has changed. There is a higher focus on health and hygiene, and consumers prefer trusted brands. We're proud to have earned strong marks as the #1 company in the Axios Harris poll on reputation rankings and the #2 most essential company in 2020. Therefore, we're doubling down on our strengths, and we're focused on building a global cleaning and disinfecting brand, in-home, out-of-home, and globally. We're doing this as the leading and trusted brand through established capabilities and relationships, and it's an exciting time for us. We're scaling to meet growing demand across channels and markets, and quite importantly, we're building a strong ecosystem and more growth runways, such as strategic partnerships, new technology capabilities, and growing into new channels and markets. This includes growing our out-of-home business through new forms and applications, new technologies, new channels, and strategic partners. And we're growing Clorox internationally through dedicated supply chain, continuing to expand new forms and applications internationally, gaining further localized insights, and through trading up new markets. Our touchless disinfecting products are just some of the ways that we're bringing new innovations to our customers, such as the Clorox Total 360 Pro Pack Electrostatic Sprayer, the Clorox Turbo Pro Electric Static Sprayer, the Clorox Turbo Power Sprayer, and disinfectant cleaners to be used with the devices. And of course, we've continued to build strong collaborative relationships with other major partners worldwide. I look forward to exploring how we can potentially work together in the future. Thank you again for the invitation to join the NextRise 2021 conference on behalf of the Clorox Company and our brands.